Hi everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today we have another spice blend for you. I need to make some Chinese 5-spice, so that's what we're going to do because I'm going to be using it in an upcoming recipe that I cannot wait to share with you. So let's go see how this all comes together. So we're gonna make some homemade Chinese 5-spice powder, and because you know how I love my spice blends, and because I'm getting ready to make a recipe that I need Chinese 5-spice for, I thought what better time to go ahead and introduce you to this if you're not familiar. Chinese 5-spice is just like it's like an all-purpose seasoning, and it is found in a lot of Asian recipes. There are several different ways you can make this, and this is definitely not the only one. It's not set in stone. You can adjust it, and you can add to and take away from. Some Chinese 5 spices have 6 spices in it. It's totally up to you. I am making mine to suit my family's taste, and we're going to start off with 1 star anise. Now, this isn't a favorite flavor of Rick's, but we're only going to be using a little bit, so one of these is going to go a very long way. About a 3 or 4 inch cinnamon stick, a tablespoon of peppercorns. You can use whatever kind of peppercorns you want, whatever you have on hand. Today I'm using a peppercorn blend. This has red, green, white, and black peppercorns. Traditionally, this recipe would have Szechuan peppercorns, and those actually will numb your tongue if you get a whole lot of them at one time. I don't have any of those, so we're going to go with what we have in the pantry. I have a heavy teaspoon of ground clove and another heavy teaspoon of ground coriander. So that's it. 5 spices, easy as pie. What we are going to do though is we're going to go ahead and put these in our spice grinder. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in the cinnamon stick and the star anise, and then I'm just going to go ahead and all those peppercorns.
Most of them anyway.
Some of them ended up on the counter. That's all right. We'll make them go back in the pool. No problem. And I just used a canning funnel to facilitate getting them in there. And I'm using, this is my coffee grinder / spice grinder. I use it for both coffee beans and spices. But this is my favorite one because it has a stainless steel receptacle, and it comes out and it's dishwasher safe. I love this coffee grinder.
If you don't have one of these, they're invaluable.
They really are. You use them for so many things. I grind small amounts of nuts in here. I've ground flaxseed in here. I've made vanilla powder in here. It's really a great thing to have on hand. I will leave a link down below to where you can find one.
Coffee.
Well, yeah, we use it for coffee too, but the reason that I like it so much is because I don't have to have a separate one for coffee or for spices. Now we're just going to grind this up.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. All ground up, and I didn't make a lot. Usually when you see me make a spice blend, you see me make enough to fill that jar there. But this time, I don't use a lot of this particular spice blend. So we want to go ahead and not make a whole lot at one time, because if you can make it fresh, it's always better. Because the whole spices are always better to use. Now, if your spice, like your cinnamon stick, didn't grind up all the way right away, so go ahead and break it up. And then you might find a chunk or 2 in here. Of course, you don't have to use a cinnamon stick. You can just use a healthy teaspoon of ground cinnamon if that's all you have. And that's Chinese 5-spice. Easy as pie. And really, a lot of these seasonings you already have on your shelf. Now, maybe you don't have a star anise, but they're easy to find, and you can get them online, or you can probably get them in your local grocery store. They sell them in a little container. And if you can't find star anise, don't worry, you can leave it out, but it's just not going to have the same flavor. It's just going to be your own personal Chinese 5-spice blend. That's all. Don't worry about it. So that is how you make Chinese 5-spice. If you liked today's video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, be sure and hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, as I always like to remind you, make sure you hit that bell button so that you get the notifications from YouTube whenever we upload a video, because we don't want any of you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we always share right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give this homemade Chinese 5-spice blend a try, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.